Kevin walked into Palazzo's just before 7 p.m., sharp, the time she'd picked. The hostess smiled with rehearsed hospitality, asked for a name. He gave it. It was a place designed to impress. White linen, crystal glasses, walls lined with bottles no one could afford unless they stopped asking. Kevin took it all in with a soft breath, the way a man might before jumping into cold water. His shirt was ironed, the scent of laundry still faint on the collar. Hair trimmed short, wallet thinner than it should have been, but tonight wasn't about that. He was here to connect, to start something. Jessica had sent a photo earlier, red dress, curled hair, winking emoji. But the image didn't prepare him for the reality. As he approached the table, Jessica stood up, copper-red waves falling past her shoulders, eyes lined with sharp black wings, smile like it knew too much. But she wasn't alone. 3 other women sat beside her, glowing, gleaming, already halfway through cocktails. Jessica air-kissed his cheek.
You don't mind, do you? The girls were dying to meet you.
It wasn't really a question. He smiled, nodded, took the last empty seat. The night unfolded like theater. They performed, and Kevin, he observed. Laughter bounced off marble walls, selfies sparkled under dim chandeliers. The words, "Can we add truffle?" were said more than once. Kevin barely touched his food. When the last course vanished, Jessica leaned in, elbows on the table, that practiced pout on her lips.
So, are we splitting this 5 ways?
He blinked, unsure. Then it happened fast. The dramatic sigh, the rolled eyes, the mock-offended voice loud enough for surrounding tables.
Ah, really? Kevin? You're embarrassing me. In front of my friends?
Time slowed. A couple nearby paused mid-toast. Kevin's jaw tightened. He tried to speak, but the moment had momentum now, like a car rolling downhill.
You invited me to dinner, and now you want to make my girls pay? Ugh, this is humiliating.
He felt it, heat rising to his face, his pulse hammering behind his ears. He reached for his card, placed it on the table. Laughter resumed. Crisis averted. Show complete. But something inside him, something small, quiet, and human, quietly shattered. He didn't take a cab, couldn't afford one. Kevin walked. Through downtown's half-lit alleys and across silent intersections where traffic lights blinked for no one. He counted steps, not blocks. His phone buzzed in his coat pocket. Overdue notice. His account balance, $52.17. The wine alone had been more than that. Still, he walked. He passed lit-up restaurants filled with couples who smiled too often and checked their phones too little. Street musicians played to no one. Rats scurried under dumpsters. And still, he walked. Home was a second-floor studio over a nail salon, the kind of place where the heater worked only if you kicked it twice. He dropped his coat on the chair, sat on the edge of his bed, didn't move, didn't turn on the TV, didn't play music. There, in the dim light of a single wall sconce, he stared at the floor. Not angry, not sad, just hollow. Some betrayals aren't loud. They're soft, velvet-lined, served with dessert.
3 days later, Kevin sat at a table by the window in a cafe he'd never noticed before. His coffee sat untouched, a paper cup already cooling in his hands. He hadn't meant to come here. His feet had simply led him somewhere warm. He wasn't alone for long. Tasha approached quietly, the waitress from that night. No apron, just jeans, hoodie, hair tied in a printed scarf.
You're the guy from Palazzo's, right?
He looked up, nodded slowly.
Thought so. I remember you paid for 4 women.
He gave a weary smile, the kind a man gives when he's tired of hearing himself explain.
They do it all the time, not just with you. I've seen him do it to 3 other guys this month alone. Always the same story, same script.
Kevin didn't react. He didn't get angry, didn't curse Jessica's name. He just leaned back and exhaled, long and silent. That was the moment the haze lifted, when humiliation gave way to clarity. It wasn't personal, it was rehearsed, and now it was predictable, and that made it vulnerable. Kevin was the kind of man you didn't remember until you needed him. He dressed like he respected himself, but not the trends. Navy, gray, quiet tones. His shoes weren't expensive, but they were clean. His haircut, unremarkable. His voice, soft-spoken. A good man. But in the world Jessica thrived in, goodness wasn't currency. Attention was. Jessica was spectacle. Everything about her, curated, engineered. Her laughter was strategic. Her tears, if ever shed, rehearsed. She knew how to command a room before stepping into it. Her circle? Reflections of her, highlighter, heels, and hunger. And yet, Kevin had fallen for it, because sometimes even the grounded man wants to believe in magic. But now, he saw the wires, the trick, the stage. And something inside him stirred. Not revenge, not ego, just calibration. He didn't want to hurt her. He just wanted her to feel, for one moment, what he had felt. To see the curtain drop. To know the performance had ended. Not with a bang, but with an exit. A silent one.
1 week passed, then another. Kevin didn't text her, didn't call, but she did. A casual, "Hey, stranger," one afternoon. And that's when he booked the table. Same restaurant, same time, same woman. When he arrived, Jessica was already seated, dressed sharper, eyes glossier, laugh even more curated. 3 new friends at her side. A different ensemble, same pattern. She stood as he approached, kissed his cheek. Her hand lingered longer this time.
Told you I'd make it up to you.
He smiled, said nothing, took his seat. They ordered big, lobster again, double dessert, bottles without glancing at the price. Kevin nodded, toasted, let himself melt into the illusion. But his eyes stayed sharp. He complimented Jessica's dress, laughed at her stories, let her friends fawn over his manners. And just before the check arrived, he stood, checked his watch.
Quick call. Be right back.
Jessica smiled, feigning innocence.
Don't be long.
He nodded, took his coat, and left. Through the back entrance, through the kitchen, through the fire exit. He didn't look back, didn't run, just walked, as if the act itself was holy. He had no plan for what would happen inside. That wasn't his concern. He had already paid. Now, it was her turn. 20 minutes later, tension wrapped the table like fog. Jessica checked her phone. No messages. One friend flagged a waiter. The check arrived, heavy and precise. Jessica waved it away.
He's just outside.
The waiter hesitated.
Ma'am, he left through the kitchen. We don't think he's coming back.
The table went still. For the first time that evening, Jessica looked unsure. One friend scoffed, another whispered. Eyebrows lifted, and the manager approached.
Ladies, I'm afraid we can't allow anyone to leave without settling this.
Jessica's lipstick-red smile faltered.
This is ridiculous. We were invited.
Then Perhaps it's time to return the favor.
Across the street, under the glow of a street lamp, Kevin leaned against a brick wall, phone in hand, recording. He didn't gloat, didn't laugh, just watched. Not her face, but the illusion cracking behind her eyes. He didn't need revenge, just closure, and silence did the rest. 2 days later, Kevin returned to that small cafe, the same table by the window. Tasha was behind the counter. She saw him, nodded, came over. He handed her an envelope, folded once, clean, no name on it.
For the trouble.
She raised her eyebrow but didn't open it.
You didn't have to.
Didn't have to, but I wanted to.
He hesitated, then smiled.
Do you drink coffee with customers?
She smirked.
Only if we split the bill.
They talked for an hour. Not about Jessica, not about betrayal. Just books, music, the way the rain sounded on windows, the price of oat milk, favorite street corners. For the first time in weeks, Kevin felt like a person again. Not a target, not a wallet, just a man at peace. He never saw Jessica again. No messages, no apologies. She had vanished, the way performances do when the curtain falls. But Kevin learned something. Revenge doesn't always come with fire. Sometimes it comes with absence. Sometimes it's the chair you leave behind, untouched, unexplained, unclaimed. So if you ever find yourself at a table where love looks more like leverage, where kindness is priced and loyalty is optional, don't raise your voice. Don't draw your sword. Just rise, walk out, and leave the seat empty. Because some debts are best repaid with silence.